I have not brushed my hair yet this morning. And it is almost 10 o'clock. I've gotten a couple things done though. So welcome to week 6 of 75 Hard. Today is day 36, I believe. I've already had my coffee. I read my 10 pages and then I did some planning in my planner and I got the grocery haul edited, and well, it's not posted yet, but it's almost done with all like the upload process that it has to do with YouTube. So as soon as that's done, I will be able to post that. But I did weigh in this morning. I'm very surprised at the pound loss from yesterday. So I definitely prefer eating earlier in the night and having that longer fasting period. That's been nice. I'm trying to eat by 6 o'clock instead of a little later. So I'm gonna try to keep that going and see if that's the reason for like the steady weight loss this weekend. So with that, I'm gonna share with you guys, the dogs are fighting right now, or not fighting, but they're play fighting right next to me, knocking into me. But I just made my breakfast. I'm gonna go ahead and share that with you guys. All right, so here is a breakfast. We made a big batch, probably should have halved the amount that we made, but I don't mind leftovers. So unless the kids want to eat some this morning, I'm going to be having a breakfast taco every single morning this week with chorizo and egg. So this is what I had yesterday for breakfast and for dinner, actually. So I'm having it again for breakfast. I have a yogurt here, and then I also have 2 figs. I did not realize, because I don't track all the time, but I didn't realize how many calories were in 1 fig. So I'm definitely gonna have to take it easy for lunch because I have not logged dinner yet. So I wanted to start sharing with you guys the breakdown of my meals. I thought maybe that would be helpful. So I'll either screenshot this and pop it up. I don't know, that's a lot when it comes to editing, or maybe I'll just use text and pop it up. But my breakfast, including my coffee, I always put my coffee in even though I have that earlier, is a total of 803 calories. So that's pretty high for today with my figs. 2 figs are 94 calories. I don't know, I just feel like that's high for a fruit. But with that, total carbs is 56.5, fat is 36.3, chorizo is a pretty fatty meat, but protein is 74.6. So definitely starting the morning off with a high protein. But again, that is including my coffee that I make with a scoop of the protein powder and the creamer that I use. So that's the breakdown of my breakfast. I'm gonna go ahead and eat this, and then I'm most likely going to just do the walking pad for my first workout, but we'll see how I'm feeling. I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna do the walking pad, but I'll share that with you guys after I eat breakfast and after I get my first workout done. Okay, workout done. I cannot wait to get in the shower. 45 minutes, 30 seconds. I was just trying to get to 2 miles. So what I did, I know the speed always shows 0, 4,700 steps. I did 2.5 speed for 30 minutes. See, over 2 miles. Well, it's blurred out, but 2.03. I did 30 minutes at 2.5 speed, and then the last 15 minutes I did at 3 speed, and I am nice and sweaty. So now I'm going to get in the shower and officially get ready for the day. It is just a little after 11. Okay, done with my shower. I'm not fully ready for the day. I'm letting my hair air dry. And then I'm gonna put just a little bit of makeup on. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop up the picture, but I haven't officially taken it yet. So that's my future self. But I am going to do a little bit of shopping. And originally I wasn't going to eat lunch, but I was like, you know what? I better before I go to the store, because then I'm gonna get hungry in the store once I see all the food and everything, you know? So I'm having a light lunch, this Lean Cuisine Protein Kick Vermont white cheddar mac and cheese. It's 270 calories, 17 grams of protein, and then I saw it down here, 4.5 fat, 4 grams of total sugar, and then I do add a pinch of salt and pepper to it as well. So I'm going to eat on this. I filled my water up for the 2nd time, so this is working towards 80 ounces of water, but I'm gonna go ahead and eat this, finish getting ready, and then I've got a couple errands to run, and I will see you guys back at dinner time. I'm changing up dinner My kitchen is a hot mess and I cannot cook in it right now. I have too much going on with all the groceries that we stocked back up on. All the cold stuff is put up and I started to put the pantry items up and I still have a ton all over the place. I need to hand wash some pans. So I was like, you know what? We've got lots of leftovers. So the night before school, we're having leftovers. So I am having yet again this chorizo and egg. I'm gonna have to switch it up tomorrow for breakfast because I can't have this anymore, but we still have a lot left. So hopefully some of the kids will eat this tonight. We've got some steak left over from last night, but I am foregoing the tortilla and I'm just having the egg and chorizo scramble. Then I've got some cheddar cheese on top and a little bit of salsa. And then I I sliced a small gala apple and this is going to be my dinner tonight. I am working on my third 40-ounce, so that's awesome. So the macros for dinner: carbs 29.2, fat 37.6, and protein 32.9. I am at 52 protein, so I do need some more protein. I've got about 320 calories left. I did have 2 cookies earlier that I did not show you guys, but I did log them, so they are logged. So I am gonna have to have something with a little bit of protein in a little bit. We'll see how full I am after eating this, but I need to come up with at least 2 more grams of protein. All right, you guys, I am having my final food for the night. It is a little after 6. I am full from dinner, but I am not to my protein goal yet, and I don't like eating later. I like to have my cutoff time. Normally I like to be done eating by 6 and it's 6:14. So I'm having a serving of this Catalina Crunch protein snack mix. It actually gets me to my fiber for today. So I haven't tried this one yet, but I did share with you guys yesterday. Yeah, yesterday when I went to HEB, I got like a little pack of the original, like regular, no extra flavor. So I have not tried the cheddar yet, but I did like that other one, so I'm excited for this. But I figured since that's it for eating, I would show you guys what I ended up with. So 108 grams of protein. I have 44 carbs left, which I don't pay attention to my carb or my fat. I am 24 over on my fat, but I want to see, I have 170 calories remaining. So I feel like the last couple days I've been closer to that 2,000. It's actually 1998 is what my goal is set at. So I've been closer and closer to that, but fiber, 27 grams of fiber. Excellent. This is awesome, helping me, get more fiber in my system. So that's pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and, I guess it really doesn't matter if I add the water in here. It doesn't do anything to my ending numbers or anything, but I do still have to finish. I'm still working on, I'm less than halfway through of my third 40 ounces. And then I'll need 8 more ounces on top of that, but I'm just gonna go ahead and complete this for the day because I'm done eating. So that's done, but I'm gonna go ahead and snack on this probably slowly because I am full, but I need to get to my protein goal.
What?
Hold up, I'm gonna go grab my phone so I can talk about things. Okay, I'm back. I put my phone on the charger when I'm out walking, but I know I'm popping it up for you guys, but I wanted to have it in front of me so I could tell you, how, I don't remember how many days it was. Has it been over a week? I don't know. How I told you guys that there was this one section of the walk that we could go further, and that eventually Mark and I wanted to work up to doing that. We did it tonight. Not to say we're gonna start doing that every time, but because it's a long time, but we were both like getting to that point where it was either turn around or keep going. We were like, you feeling good? I'm feeling good. Okay, let's go for it. And we went for it and we did it. So we actually were at a really good pace because our first mile was under 18 minutes, which I feel like the past few days we've both been on the slower side. And then we almost did 3 miles, 2.98. Did you know that?
Yep.
Dang. And our third mile was on a faster pace than even the first mile. It says 17:43. So awesome, but we walked for 54 minutes going the whole route that we've had our eye on for a while. So my heart rate was a little lower, which was nice. We're kind of just keeping the pace and going for it. So it says my effort is on the high end of moderate and my heart rate was averaged at 139. So awesome. I've got my last 8 ounces. I'm gonna drink this. I'm gonna take my pills and call it a night. But that is it for, is today day 36? Yes, that's it for day 36. The start of week 6 of the 75 hard challenge. Tomorrow, like halfway through tomorrow, is officially the halfway point. So by tomorrow night, we'll officially be in the second half of the challenge, which we're very excited to have made it this far because we weren't sure. We weren't sure. So every day is, you know, like a high five to each other in our book. So with that, I'm gonna get my last 2 things done that I need to do. I'm gonna rinse off in the shower and then I'm gonna call it a night and I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, happy Tuesday. Girls are off to school in 7th grade this year. Oh, I just got a text. I already did my reading and had my cup of coffee. I finished. I don't know how I timed that right, but I only had 10 pages left of Atomic Habits. So I finished that this morning. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to change up what book I read next. And I'll tell you guys why tomorrow when I do decide which book. But it is time for breakfast. I am having 2 figs, a piece of the caramel brioche bread that I toasted with half a tablespoon of, I was about to say butter. It's not butter. It is honey infused with cinnamon, 4 slices of bacon, and this Oikos Pro in the cherry flavor. I am halfway done with my first water. I guess that's what happens when you wake up early. I get a good start to the day. But including my coffee that I already had, there's 68.6 grams of carbs, 12.9 fat, and 49 protein in my breakfast for a total of 574 calories. Again, that is including the coffee that I already drank when I read this morning. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat this and then I'm going to get my first workout out of the way. Okay, just a little over 45 minutes. The first 10 minutes I did, Maple just yawned. The first 10 minutes I did just 2 speed, just as like a light warm up. And then the last 10 minutes I upped it to 3. Just to get, you know, my heart rate going a little bit. The in-between I did 2.5. So those were my speeds. Now I can go ahead and get ready for the day. Okay, I wasn't originally planning on having cereal for lunch, but I was pouring my bag in my container and it wouldn't all fit. And I was like, okay, I don't want to leave the bag out because then it's going to get stale even if I wrap it up. So I was like, okay, cereal for lunch. And this is actually a big bowl. I have 2 cups. I measured it out and it was 2 cups. So I've got 2 cups in here. And then I am out of my Fairlife milk, which I did not realize. So that's on the grocery list now. So I used the other milk that we have, which is 2%. And let me see, I already put it into my Fitness Pal. It's 57 carbs, 8.8 fat, and 22 protein. So I'm just gonna have a big bowl of cereal for lunch. Okay, I was gonna wait, but I was like, you know what? I'm having cereal for breakfast. I'm gonna go ahead and cereal for lunch. I'm gonna go ahead and have another cup of coffee and add this pumpkin spice premier protein to it. So I'm excited to have a taste of fall today. It is a little cooler today than yesterday, so that's nice, but adding this onto my lunch. Ooh, I am really sweaty and red. It's a little humid. We had a thunderstorm earlier today, so of course on our walk tonight, a little humid. But I realized that I didn't even take, actually I don't have a picture of my lunch. I know I shared my lunch with you guys, but I'm thinking about like my post on Instagram tomorrow. I don't have lunch to share and I didn't take a picture of dinner either. You guys can see right there. I had to switch up dinner a little bit because I was out later than I thought. Oliver had a checkup for his leg and I couldn't leave Maple. She does not do well in the house by herself, so I had to wait until I got him home and the girls got home from school because Bryce and I had a couple errands to run and we were out a little later than I expected. So Bryce was like, can we just pick up some take and bake pizzas? We were at Target. So we got 2 pizzas from Target, I won't get those again. They were like super greasy, not very good. They did fit in my macros. Let me tell you, I had a slice, I cut them into 8 pieces each. So I had an 1/8 of the sausage pizza and an 1/8 of the pepperoni pizza. Oh wait, why did it scan as pepperoni when it's cheese? I don't know why it scanned as pepperoni, it's cheese. But the total for those 2 pieces of pizza were 594 calories, 67.8 carb, 26.2 fat, and then 25.5 protein. My overall ending for the day, because I'm not eating anything else, I have 310 calories left, 26 protein, so I did have a little bit more protein today. I have 20 fat left, and I'm over on my carbs by 1 of protein. And then I want to check my fiber. I only had 12 grams of fiber today. Did I have fruit? I had figs in the morning. I should have had a fruit with my like berries or something with my cereal, and I did not. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this real quick. I just have to add my 8 ounces of water, which I have right here. Mark just got my pills out so I can take them. I'm gonna complete my diary. So that's done. It says 185. And then I'll pop up a picture of our walk. We did do our walk. Was this the second morning? I think. Sorry, I'm distracted by a few crumbs on my kitchen counter, and I just wiped them down. I swear, the house is never like all clean at one time. But anyway, I have set my alarm the last 2 days to wake up and go for a walk in the morning when it's cooler and like less bugs are out. It's just like sticky season right now at the end of the day. It's very humid and the bugs are out and it's just gross. It's not a fun time the last several nights, but I cannot get myself to get out of bed and go for a walk. Like, I'm just like, no, I don't want to do it. So I'm gonna try again tomorrow. I am switching out my book. I finished Atomic Habits, so you guys will see the new book that I'm gonna start tomorrow. And I'm hoping that that will get me in like a good mindset for a better morning time. That gives you a hint on what book I'm going to read. But with that, it is the end of the night. Monday, no, not Monday, it's Tuesday. The girls' first day back at school. So officially in the school season now, and Bryce goes back soon as well. But with that, I will see you guys in the morning tomorrow for Wednesday. What's the day? What's Wednesday? Day 38, day 30. Oh, so we are officially, now that it's the end of day 37, we're officially halfway through. Yay, halfway through 75 hard challenge. We've just got halfway more to go. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, good morning. It is Wednesday, day 38 of 75 hard. I have already weighed in for the day, and I was actually pleasantly surprised. I really thought that pizza, because of how I felt after I ate it, that it was going to cause the scale to go up a little bit because of the grease factor. But again, pleasantly surprised. I'm already ready for the day. I had to actually take Bryce. It was my oldest son, Bryce's first day of school today, 9th grade, high school, you guys, high school. He's in 9th grade. So I had to take him to school to sort out his schedule and all of that. So today was his first day of school, and now I am in the house all by my lonesome. It is so quiet. Thank goodness for my dogs, because I would be quite lonely. But anyway, now that I'm back, I am having some breakfast. I am having a serving of the mini protein pancakes, a serving of these chicken and maple breakfast sausages. I don't even know how long these have been in my freezer, but I saw them in there and I was like, yep, that sounds good. And then a serving of the Maple Grove Farms sugar-free syrup. So here is my plate, and I'll tell you the macros, but it does include my coffee, which I always drink first thing in the morning. So I've already got my first 40 ounces full. I probably drink like a third of it. So I still got a ways to go on my water, but I already had my coffee, and I started my new book, which I'll show you guys after I do my workout because it's not right here. I wasn't thinking about that, but the macros, including my coffee in the morning for breakfast, is 67.3 carbs, 13.3 fat, and 44.9 protein. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat. I am gonna do the walking pad today. I am gonna switch it out tomorrow and do something different, but because I'm already ready for the day, I don't want to change or get like super, well, I was about to say super sweaty. I sweat all the time, no matter what, any movement, I sweat. But I just don't want to change and everything because I'm already dressed for the day. So going forward, most mornings are going to be more chill and I can get my workout in before I'm like officially showered and, you know, hair done and all the things. So I'm going to go ahead and eat. I am feeling pretty hungry, and then I'll check back in with you guys when I'm done with my walking pad that I'm going to do for 45 minutes, and then I'll share with you guys the book that I started this morning. All right. Ooh, that got real blurry. I did barely over 45 minutes. 1.86 mile it shows. So I did pretty much the same thing as yesterday. The first 10 minutes I did at 2 speed. And then it was a little more than 25 minutes because I wasn't paying attention. I think it was like 27 minutes maybe at 2.5 speed. And then the last bit I did at 3 speed. So yesterday I did 10, 25, and 10. And then today I didn't catch it right at the 25-minute mark. So it was a little after 25 minutes. So just the last several minutes I did at 3 speed, but that is my first walk of the day. And then I am, if you guys didn't already guess, I'm going to go ahead and read The Miracle Morning because it is a small book. So I feel like I'll be able to get through this pretty quickly. And I'm just really trying to be more productive in the morning. I am not a morning person. I mean, once I officially make it out of bed, I am up and awake and ready to go. It's just the waking and getting out of bed part that is hard for me. I will sleep in as long as I possibly can. I'm a bit of a procrastinator in the morning. Throughout the day, it's great. I'm a planner, which is so weird that I'm a procrastinator, but I love to plan. I love to be on time for things, all of the above. It's just getting out of bed and getting my morning started. So I was like, you know what? I need a little inspiration, and I've heard quite a few things about this book, and I watch a couple other channels that are doing 75 hard just to keep me motivated, and almost every single one that I'm watching has read or is reading this book. So I was like, all right, it's gonna happen. And when I saw it at half price, I was like, all right, let's get it. So I did start that today, and then I talked about, oh, I scared the dogs when I slammed that down. Mark's actually reading Good Energy, and now he's enjoying it a lot more than me. He's into like the medical and scientific aspect in books and health and all that, and me, I'm just like, no, I want a nice, like, just motivate the crap out of you book, not a scientific book. So with that, I'm gonna read The Miracle Morning, and hopefully I can get up a little earlier and not, you know, at the last minute where I'm having to get up and get ready and all the things. So with that, I already shared that I read my book today, and then my workout's done. I've got 2 videos that I want to work on and edit, so I'm going to be doing that. I'll probably take a break in about an hour. It's 11:45 right now to eat some lunch. Okay, filled my water, just filled it up for the second time, 40 ounces. And I've got just a little snack plate for lunch. I have some blackberries and raspberries. This is an Archer stick. And then I have the cheddar Catalina Ranch mix and the ranch Catalina Ranch mix. So my lunch total is 30.6 carbs, 22.3 grams of fat, and then 29.9 grams of protein for a total of 409 calories. So I'm going to munch on this. I finished one video that I wanted to edit, so that's like exporting and uploading right now. So I'll be able to post that after I eat, and then I'm going to be working on a second video. Dinner, it's actually more stuffing than I thought it was gonna be, so we'll see if I eat that all or update whatever I don't eat from MyFitnessPal. But we've got some luling sausage, Brussels sprouts, stuffing. This has been in my pantry forever, so I was like, it's gonna be a side. And then some fresh shrimp. It's already cooked, so I didn't have to do anything for that. And then barbecue sauce from Luling. So dinner tonight is 642 calories, 36.1 carb, 39.2 fat, and 34.4 I was about to say fiber, protein. I'm pretty sure this is it. I haven't had my Bloom or my daily vitamins in a while, so we'll see. But if I don't eat anything else, I'm ending at 372 calories left, 41 protein. I'm over on my fat by 5, and I've got 54 carbs left. But like I've mentioned before, I don't pay attention to carbs or fat. It's just the protein and the calories. All right, good morning. It is Thursday. Yes, Thursday. I've got to look at my planner right here in front of me. Day 39. And I did not end last night. I'll pop up a picture of our walk. I pulled something. I don't know what I did, but my upper right leg hurts. Like even just sitting down, it's not sharp, but and it's not like super painful, but it feels like it's doing this, like it's pulsing. And then it like gets tense. I don't know how to explain it. And then when I am up and walking, out of nowhere, it'll just be like a sharp pain and I feel like I'm gonna fall. Like I almost dropped my coffee this morning walking from the kitchen to the chair because like halfway through it happened and I like went, ugh! And I immediately like clenched onto my coffee cup so I wouldn't drop it. So that really sucks. I'm still gonna try to get everything done. We shall see how the day progresses. It is very quiet in my house right now. I was just sitting here, so I've already weighed in. I'll pop up that picture. I've not taken a progress picture yet. I just threw a sweater over my pajamas, so I'm just sitting here hanging out. I do have my coffee made. I've got about half left. I've just been like slowly sipping on it this morning. I finished reading my 10 pages. There's a lot of like intro to the book. I'm in 20 pages already, and it hasn't even like, I'm in 20 pages already, and it hasn't like officially gotten to a chapter yet. I don't know. It might be set up different. I have no idea, but I am enjoying it. I'm very interesting to hear the author's backstory. And then I also had to place a quick Walmart delivery order for mainly school supplies. Bryce came home yesterday. It was his first day of school. And had like a list of things, like he needs safety goggles and a tape measure for wood shop. He needs some grid paper and all these things. So I was going to go out today and, treat myself to coffee and just walk around Target and pick everything up, or Walmart, go to Walmart if I needed to. But I'm not going anywhere. Mark actually took the kids to school for me. They've only been, the girls started Tuesday, so it's only been 2 days, but I've driven them to school. But since it's my right leg, I was just afraid to get in the car. And, even pushing the pedal, I was afraid that it would just send a sharp shock like up my leg. So I was like, can you take them to work or to school today? So he did that. And now I'm just hanging out with my planner, and just the quietness is, I don't know, it just got to me. I like started getting teary-eyed just in my feels. I don't know if y'all are a mama. Bryce is officially in high school. The girls are in 7th grade. So I was just thinking about life in general while I was going through my planner. But today, I don't know what all I'm going to do. I don't want to overdo it, but I don't want to just sit down all day either. I need to move out my leg. So I had like a whole bunch of cleaning on my list for the day. So we'll see. But this is about 75 hard, not my day-to-day life, but it just really sucks that my leg is super sore. It hurts. So as far as workouts, we shall see. I know I could do like an upper, but I may have to like be sitting the whole time. I'm afraid if I stand, even with like dumbbells, well, especially with dumbbells, that I could drop it and hurt, you know what I mean? Like hurt myself, because it's just like out of nowhere where this sharp pain comes in. So we'll see how it progresses today. I'm not going to work out until later on this afternoon though. I'm gonna get some like light activity and things done around the house. Like I need to vacuum and I would like to mop. We'll just see how my legs are doing. But with that, I wanted to go ahead and, start the day, update you guys. Yesterday it happened like 5 minutes into our walk. So like the rest of the walk, I was really just like hobbling along. Like it was so slow. And at the very end, I was like, oh my gosh. I almost thought like I was gonna have to stop and have Mark go get the car and pick me up, because the end of our walk is uphill. And that's always like the hardest. That's when our heart rate like really just jumps almost by 20. Like Mark and I both like jump by 20 from the bottom. We always check our heart rate at the bottom of the hill. And then when we get to the top of the hill, it's like 4 blocks, which just gradually goes up. And our house is like on the top of a hill. So our heart rate always rises about 20 when we get to the top of the hill. And I was just going so slow that it only rose like 5 because I just kept a slow pace and walked up. So hurting yourself on 75 hard is no fun. I'm also feeling a little bloated. My Oura ring is telling me that because of all the activity I've been doing lately, that it is detecting a change in my hormones and my period may come sooner than normal. So typically my time of the month is like the first week, and now it's like, hey, you could start any 5 days, you know, in the next 5 days, and it is August 21st, which is early. You know, I've already had a period this month, so we'll see. But I am feeling a little bloated this morning, so I was like, ooh, maybe it's right. I'm curious to see, because that's never happened before. I've always been, you know, on track, always happened. But my ring has always told me like, hey, you're gonna start in the next 5 days, and it's always, typically it's like the 5th day, so it's always like the last day of when it tells me. So I'm curious to see how accurate it is and if it really is going to change my time of the month. But I didn't even think about that with being more active, that it would change that. So it's very, very interesting to me, but I just wanted to pop on. Very chatty, I guess. I've been in my feels this morning with how quiet the house is, and I've just been sitting here going over things, you know, making a grocery list, well, not groceries, but the school list for Bryce, and reading and all of that. So my mind has been nice and calm and open, and all the thoughts just came in about the kids and growing up. So I was like, oh, I better go ahead and start the camera so I can chit chat a little bit and get out of my feels. So I will pick you guys back up in a little bit. I'm about to see what I can do as far as meals. That's one thing that I haven't really been on top of. I'm like a in the day planner. So we'll see how that goes today on me filling out my Fitness Pal and seeing how I can hit those macros with feeling a little icky in the tummy. And we will see as far as the workouts are concerned as well. All right, you guys, I did get dressed, if you want to call it that, for the day. Not lately, for this challenge once a week, I've been trying to take my picture in the same outfit. So I have these biker shorts and a sports bra just so I can see the body recomp. And I completely forgot to do that last week. So as I was going through my planner, I was like, okay, today's picture needs to be in the biker shorts and the sports bra. The body recomp is crazy. So I definitely want to start working on my arms some more though, just so I can get a little bit of definition going on in there. There's a difference so far, which is amazing. I think I'm, 12 pounds down by now. But I am not going to actually like officially eat anything for breakfast, but I'm just going to have this. I was feeling the pumpkin spice. It's a little cooler out today, which is really nice. So I'm having the Premier Protein shake, and then I did brew 8 ounces of coffee in here. So this is going to be my breakfast. Just getting up, walking to my bathroom and closet to get changed for the day. My leg, I like stumbled twice. My leg gave out twice. It hurts. So I'm a little nervous about walking tonight. Maybe I'll just, I don't know, I don't want to do like a dumbbell workout on my front lawn. You know what I mean? Maybe I'll do it in the backyard. There's less people watching me as my outdoor workout, because it doesn't have to be a walk. That's just like the easiest thing to do outside, you know? So I may have to do something else tonight outside. We shall see how much walking I can get done, but I'm gonna go ahead and drink this for my breakfast. I'm gonna get a couple chores around the house done and then see how I'm feeling and what I wanna do for my first workout of the day. Lunchtime, I am having Chipotle. I got some laundry done, dishes done. There were several items just hanging out on the stairs, so I took those up. I also did a bit of like email, going through spam. I get a ton of spam, like it's ridiculous. So I cleaned out my email. My leg is still bothering me a big time, but I went ahead and ordered Chipotle for myself. I always get the veggie bowl. I'm not a huge fan of the meat that they have. Sometimes it can be like really fatty, and other times it can just be like, I don't know, too chewy for my liking, but I've always been like picky about my meat. So what I have here, I feel like I said light rice. It seems like a lot, but you know, if I don't eat it all, that's fine. But for lunch, this is 709 calories, the carbs 77.5, fat 35.5, and protein 20.6. Not a ton because again, I don't add meat. But what I have in here is I asked for light rice. I did ask for extra cheese and I don't feel like they did that. I feel like they made a normal bowl. I'm gonna keep my macros as they are though, because I don't know. I've got lettuce, black beans, guacamole, and then I like the corn salsa and the fresh salsa that they make. So that's what I think. That's everything that I have in here. Yeah, rice, cheese, lettuce, the 2 salsas, guacamole, black beans. Yep, that's my go-to at Chipotle. So I'm gonna go ahead and sit down and eat this. I've got to watch the new episode of The Summer I Turned Pretty so I can, you know, keep up to date with that. And then I've got to hand wash a few dishes and a vacuum. I've been pushing off vacuuming because of my leg, so we'll see how that goes. Okay, I hurt. This really sucks. I only ate half of my Chipotle, so Pearl also likes Chipotle, so I just covered my bowl and put it in the fridge, so I'll see if she wants the rest after school today. I did this was my workout, kind of like a mishmash. I did 10 minutes on the vibration plate, which felt really nice. I was worried about it and I was like, no, I think it'll like, you know, just shake my muscles around and hopefully help it. And it did help for a little bit. But then I did a workout that's on the app that I have, and it was a 9-minute workout, and about 5 minutes into it, I started getting the sharp pain, and I had to kind of just do a modified version of everything else I did. And then I was like, okay, that's it. I've got to like sit down, and I couldn't even stand. Like it hurt to put any pressure. The second my heel touches the floor, it's like it vibrates up, and it's not painful on the bottom. It's just tense, like my shin and the below my knee, but above the knee, it's like a sharp pain that's going not all the way to my groin, but like from my knee on the inside of my thigh. I don't know. But it's not a delightful feeling. It hurts. So I rolled out my mat, and I just used dumbbells to do some arm workouts. And then I did some floor. I did sit-ups. I did try to do, I don't know what they're called, but like when you lay down on one side and you lift your leg up, like you're making a V with your legs. I did those and they felt good. I mean, it was hard. Like I'm just tired. It was hard, but it didn't hurt. So I did a little bit of movement. I did some glute bridges. And then I also did, I don't know what any of the dumbbell workouts are called. Like I don't pay attention to that. I just know I gotta spread my leg out. It feels better when it's like, I don't know, when it's stretching, in a stretching movement, I guess, even when I'm sitting down. I don't know. But I did 5 different dumbbell. Yeah, I'm like going through them in my head. I did 5 different dumbbell. I just put my timer on and went for 45 minutes. I even had it on for the vibration plate. So the vibration plate, the app workout, and then everything else on the floor and doing dumbbells and stuff like that. So I made sure to get the 45 minutes in, but now I hurt. So I'm going to hang out. I actually started a movie that just came out recently called The Map That Leads to Us, or I have it paused, but it doesn't tell me the name. I have it paused like on a commercial. So it's not telling me the name of the movie, but it is on Amazon? Is it on Amazon or Netflix? I don't know, one of the two. Like I can't even think straight today because I'm just so bummed that my leg hurts. Even walking, I just sold something on Facebook, and most of the time I just ask for payment up front and then I leave it out on my porch, because otherwise having somebody knock on the door, ring the doorbell, the dogs just lose their ever-loving minds. So I like to do it that way. And the item was in my room, and just walking it to the front door, I like it sharp pain like 3 different times. It like pulls or something. I don't know. So anyway, I guess I'm pretty negative today. I'm sorry about that. I'm not meaning to be. I just feel pretty crappy. So it sucks when you're, you know, trying to do all the things for a challenge. So I don't know if I'm going to get to vacuuming or not today. We shall see. But I am just going to take it easy since I just finished that workout. I'm gonna take it easy. I did fill my water up for the second time, so I'm working on my second 40 ounces, and I'm just gonna watch some TV. There's a storm about to come in, so that'll be nice and cozy. In the living room, the dogs just went out, so they'll take a little nap and hang out here with me for a little bit, so we'll be good for like the next hour or so, just hanging out, watching some TV. All right, it is just a little after 5. Everybody's kind of doing their own thing for dinner tonight just to make it a little easier on me. My leg is definitely bothering me. I'm freaking out a little bit about my walk tonight. I still got about 2.5-ish hours before I typically go for a walk, so we shall see. But I am just having a lean cuisine for a dinner, easy microwave meal. This is the last thing that I'm going to be eating. Hold on, my phone got out of it. I had it open and then it closed out, so I can go ahead and tell you guys my why did it do that? My ending macros for the day. But this has 300 calories and 18 grams of protein in it, so total I did eat the rest of the Chipotle a little bit later, and then I've also had, definitely sitting around, I'm just like mindlessly eating, I guess. I also had a Bear Bell a little while ago, so I am, with those included and dinner, 110 grams of protein for the day. And then I think I'm pretty high on my fiber, 29 fiber, which is pretty cool. And then I have 453 calories remaining, so I am working on my third 40 ounce. So after that, typically I save my last 8 ounces of water for the day after my walk. So I will pick back up with you guys then and let you know how the walk actually went. All right, it is 9:25 and we just walked in from our walk. So this is the latest we've gone, and also the slowest. It was more like a walking pad pace because of my leg, but I did it. So completed, what's today? 39? Yeah, day 39 of 75 hard. Well, technically not yet. I do have 8 ounces. Mark's getting our pills out, our nightly pills. So I'm going to drink this while I'm taking those, and that will be it. Did our walk. I'll pop up the information or whatever on it, but I really hope tomorrow my leg is better, but I will. How long have you been doing that?
Just now.
Oh, okay, because I wasn't even looking.
No.
But I will see you guys tomorrow with hopefully a better feeling leg. Okay, happy Friday, day 40. So I've already had my coffee. I always have that first thing in the morning while I'm reading or just hanging out. But I am officially having breakfast now. So I've got a serving of the mini pancakes from Premier Protein. I've got a medium banana chopped up. I've got 2 tablespoons, which I believe is a serving, of the syrup that I have, and then 3 of the chicken and maple breakfast sausage. I had this the other day for breakfast. So macros are, including the coffee that I already had this morning or earlier, 67.3 carbs, 13.3 fat, and 44.9 protein. So I'm gonna scarf this down. I just spilled my first water of the day. It is 9:30. I already weighed in, so I'll pop that picture up. I've already done my reading, and then I'm already dressed and ready for the day, so I'll pop that picture up as well. But I'm gonna go ahead and eat, and then I will check in with you guys when I decide what I'm gonna do for my first workout. Ooh, I look rough. I need to, 1, tomorrow's a hair washing day, so that's gonna be nice. But 2, I should have at least like put mascara on or something. I've just been going all natural the last couple days. But I just finished 45 minutes. I did 30 minutes inside on my yoga mat with some dumbbells. I did a variety of arms and core, and then I went outside. We're not finished with our whole setup yet in the garage, but we've got like the main equipment piece that we have set up, so I was able to do the last 15 minutes on there, and I did a mixture of arms and legs. My leg is feeling a little better today. It's not like every couple steps where I'm like, oh, I feel like it's like a crippling pain. It's only happened once so far, and it's 11. So I'm really glad that I took it nice and easy yesterday. I think I did like 8,500 steps, and typically I'm getting 10 or more thousand in a day. So it was definitely a lighter day for me. My ring was even like, hey, you had more restorative time than usual. And I was like, yeah, I know. I was, you know, trying to take it easy. So I am a little hungry, but not like super hungry, but I want some more coffee. So I figured I would like have a little bit more protein. So I'm gonna just mix it with this Premier protein shake like I do sometimes, and that's gonna be like the start of lunch, and then maybe a little later, because like it's 11:02, so maybe a little later I'll do like a little snacky plate or something. I've already got dinner logged in, so I know what I'm making, especially since my leg is feeling better. It was what I was supposed to make yesterday, so I'm excited for dinner tonight. But I just wanted to pop in, let you guys know that I'm feeling a lot better, not 100%, but a lot better than yesterday, which is amazing. And then I'm going in with my protein shake and another cup of coffee. You guys have seen how I make that, and I probably got like a quarter of my first water yet, so I'm gonna drink that while my coffee's brewing. Then I'll work on this. I'll fill my water up for the second time, and I'll check back in with you guys once I decide if I'm going to eat anything. I don't have to, because with what I had for breakfast, this, and what I had for dinner, I'm at, I think I have a 109 protein. I would like to be higher. So like I said, unless I'm hungry, I don't want to overdo it. My stomach's been a little icky yesterday and today. I think I'm about to, you know, it's about to be my time of the month. I also felt pretty weak today working out, which is another, like, you know, right before I start, my body gets like super tired. I feel a little weak, and my tummy gets a little like, ugh. So all the signs are pointing to me starting a little earlier this month, like I already talked about. So with that, I will check back in with you guys in a little bit. It is 2 o'clock. I've gotten quite a few things checked off my to-do list, and my leg is feeling great. I just started feeling a little twinge. So since it's 2 o'clock, I'm going to sit down with a snack and play some video games. I feel like I haven't played a video game in a while, so I'm just gonna play some video games until the kids get back from school, which is a couple hours. So I'm gonna be sitting down for a little while, but I wanted to share with you guys my snacks. So I just have a serving of each. It's not very much, it's a third cup of each. So I've got 2 in here. I've got the ranch on the bottom and the cheddar on top, and total it's 290 calories, 23 carbs, 16 fat, and 20 protein. And I'm not sure the number of fiber, but, well, I don't want to tell you the fiber yet because I already have dinner logged, so I'll just go over the end macros at the end of the day. But I'm going to eat this, and this is the last thing I'm going to consume before dinner. I have filled my water the second time, and I probably have a little less than half, so I need to fill it one more time in a little while, and then have an extra 8 ounces at the end of the night like I typically do. So I will check back in with you guys at dinner. All right, dinner time. So my dinner, where is it on here? There we go. I've got 3/4 cups of rice. I have a serving of macro-friendly foods skillet sesame chicken, and then I have 3 of the chicken pot stickers with vegetables that we get from Sam's Club. Typically we pan fry these, but I had a lot going on in my stovetop, so I just steamed these in the microwave, and they look actually really good. So it'll be a little different, but excited to dig in. So the macros on this, carbs 81.2, fat 26, and protein 37. And this is gonna be the last thing that I'm eating today. I just filled my water up. It's actually just now 6 o'clock, so I'm running behind, so I've got to really drink the heck out of this, but I just filled it up for the third 40 ounces, and I'm ending the day. I have 18 protein left and 266 calories, so I've had 132 grams of protein. And then let me check my fiber. A little lower today, but not awful. 17 grams of fiber is what I had for today. So I'm gonna go ahead and sit down and eat my dinner. I'm not really sweating anymore, but I am very glossy, that is for sure. My leg is feeling a lot better. There's just a slight tightness to it, but Mark and I did decide to just go for it, and we walked to, you know, the longer route today. So that's 2 times that we've done that, and we did pretty well. I feel like our times were pretty good. So I'll pop up my numbers according to my Apple Watch. So I have officially finished everything. I already finished my water, took my supplements. It is Friday night, so Mark and I are gonna watch a little TV before calling it a night, but I'm glad. I was worried about my leg. I thought, like, if I would have really pulled something or worse, then, you know, it would be hurting for a while. So I'm really glad that it is not anymore, because that makes it a little harder doing 75 hard. So day 40 in the books. I will see you guys tomorrow. We've got a lot of plans, a lot of things that we want to get done tomorrow with it being a Saturday. So I should be seeing you fairly early in the morning. Okay, here we are. It is Monday afternoon, and I'm going to catch you guys up on Saturday and Sunday so I can end week 6. Yes, week 6 for you guys. I don't know, maybe I'll be better over the weekends, but for now I'm just snapping pictures and I'm doing like a catch up. So wait in Saturday, I'll pop that up. I kind of had a weird breakfast. I like ate some cereal. I snapped a picture. I tried to snap pictures of like every little thing. So I ate some cereal, just 1 cup, and then probably like an hour and a half, because I woke up pretty early. An hour and a half later, I had a yogurt because I was like, I'm hungry. I was very snacky on Saturday. Like, I wasn't starving, but I did feel like, oh, I could eat something. Yeah, like all day long. I was like, oh, I could eat something. So I had things like spread out. Then I just did an indoor walk. I definitely am starting to notice that doing 2 walks a day is very tiring. I would much rather do some kind of other workout first thing and then a walk later in the day, or, you know, I would really love to do a walk in the morning, but I cannot seem to make myself get up just yet early enough to where when Mark goes on his walk, before he goes to work, he has to go fairly early, and I just cannot make myself like get up and get changed and go with him. I wake up and then I just lay in bed until I have to get up to get the kids ready for school. So just maybe one day. But I did an indoor walk on Saturday in the morning, and I feel like I did it pretty slow. I cannot remember. But my effort says, well, I think my effort always says easy on the walking pad, no matter how fast I go. But I feel like it says my time for 1 mile was 30 minutes. So I think I did just 2 speed, because I never go under 2 speed. That's like too slow. But I probably just did 2 speed. And then for lunch, I had the last of the sesame chicken that I made for dinner a couple nights prior. So I had that with the last of the rice. That was my lunch. Then I officially got ready for the day after that. So I'll show you a picture. The blue shirt that I'm wearing, I got it from Stitch Fix a couple years ago, and I think it's a 1X, and it like swallows me whole. Like all day I was having to pull it down in the back because it was like going down and showing like way too much cleavage. Like it was just too loose. So I love that blue color with the shorts that I have on. I think I got those shorts from, I don't think I got them from Target. I'll have to look at the tag like later on. I think I got them from a shop at the mall that I went to with the girls over the summer. And that was my the shorts still had a tag on it, because when I bought them in a large, and they were just a little too tight for my liking. And they fit perfectly today's Monday, on Saturday. So I was very excited about that. But then when I put the shirt on, I was like, okay, I love that the shorts fit, but I love this color blue shirt, and now it's way too big. So I have to find another shirt. But anyway, a little bit about my outfit. Then I had to leave the house and take Rose. She had, since last week was the first week of school, not even a full week, but it was the first week of school. The kids had like extra things. Like the school puts out a school supply list, so we like get the basics, but then some of their like extracurricular activities and their specialty classes, they require a few extra things, and Rose is in her second year of dance, and last year they did not require them to change out for class. This year they do require them to change out, and they also need specific shoes and all of that. So I had to take her out, do a little shopping for her dance class, and we stopped at Starbucks and got a drink. And I was actually, you guys are gonna have to let me know if this is like just a 75 hard thing or perimenopause. I don't know what, but my body temperature has been very all over the place the last few weeks. I will be hot, I will be cold, and it's like to the extreme. Like right now I am shivering. I just put my house, typically I used to keep the house at 72, which is pretty cold. And that's because Mark likes it cold. Now I'm realizing I can change the thermostat when he's at work, you know, and he's not home. So I was putting it on 74, but I still cold. So today I put it to 76 and we'll see how I feel, but I'm like shivering. So I don't know. But then on the opposite effect, in the mornings and sometimes throughout the day, I will be, and obviously, you know, when I'm working out, I'm gonna be sweaty, or if I'm doing like some major house cleaning, or I'm knee deep in a project where I'm just like go, 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 I get sweaty. But out of nowhere, I'll just get, you know, hot flashes. I'll be in a store, hot flash. I will just start sweating for no reason. I will be sitting here watching TV or playing like a video game, and I will just start sweating. It's just one extreme to the next here lately. I feel like, too bad it didn't start happening before. Did it start happening before my doctor's appointment? I think the sweats did, but I wasn't like super, super cold, but I don't know. I've just been really, really cold. So I got a hot, all that to say, I got a hot drink at Starbucks. It's still my same caramel macchiato. I just got it hot instead of iced. So that was really, really nice. And then for dinner, I made a big batch, macro-friendly foods, of her bolognese, and it's in the crock pot. So I just started it in the morning. And then I made some of the, sorry, I'm sitting down for the first time today. I've been like getting a lot of stuff done. I made some of the protein pasta that I picked up in bulk at Sam's Club. So made that, had a little bit of Parmesan cheese on top, and that was dinner. I feel like because I ate dinner almost right when I got back, so I had like the Starbucks drink in my stomach, and then I ate dinner, and not even 30 minutes later, I believe, we went for a walk, and I felt so full. I don't know, I just felt so full. So it was icky, like the first half of our walk, but I got this cute little picture. I'll pop it up. The route that Mark and I take every single night, we take the same route. It's just sometimes we go further, sometimes we don't. But we always see these cows if we leave at a specific time. If we go later, like after 8, the cows are already like gone. But if we leave early enough, we always see these cows at like a stopping point for a part of our walk, and then we're like heading back the other direction. And I made sure to take my phone. I don't take my phone every time. And I got a really pretty picture of the cows and the sun setting, a little bit of pink in the clouds. It was really, really cute. So I will share that with you guys because I do share a little bit more over on Instagram. So I thought that was really, really pretty seeing the cows. And then our outdoor walk. Oh, you know what? Yeah, we ate a little later that night. So we started a walk at 7:45, so I probably ate at right before 7, probably. So 45 minutes before our walk. But I typically eat between 5 and 6, so I have like extra time for it to settle, maybe go to the bathroom before I go for my walk. So I just felt the food in my stomach while we were walking that night. But we did end up going the full way again. So we went all the way, we did 54 minutes. So that was really cool that we were able to walk that far again. And I think, yep, that was the end of Saturday. Then go into Sunday, I'll pop up the scale, the same exact weight, like didn't fluctuate at all, just stay the same weight, which was nice since I ate a little later and I ate like a little heavier. You know, pasta always sits in your stomach a little bit more. So that was nice to see that it didn't go up at least. Got ready for the day, and then Sunday I had an early, both nights I only got 6 hours of sleep, which is low for me. Typically I'm around the 8-hour, sometimes 9-hour of sleep. I enjoy my sleep and I do whatever I can to make sure that I get that amount of sleep. So like if I know that I need to wake up at a certain time in the morning, I will try to go to bed a little earlier, but that is easier during the week than the weekend. So I only got 6 hours of sleep both nights and I can feel it today. I'm a little sleepy, but I also got up a little earlier today as well. So I got ready for the day and then I met my friend Kira. She is here on YouTube as well. Her channel is 50 Shades of Mom. We have had a hard time getting together this year. I feel like it started last year. I don't think we got together a ton last year either. And like she lives maybe 30 minutes away. But you know, life, you know, families, job, all the things, it's hard to get together even when you live close enough to get together, you know what I mean? So I was super excited that we were able to have a breakfast date. We went to Snooze. If you guys are in the area, I don't know if it's outside of San Antonio or not. I haven't like looked it up, but if you have a Snooze around you and you have not checked it out, the food is so good. I've had several things there. I've been there several times now and I've had a lot of different things on their menu and it's really good. Also, their coffee is super delicious. It is not bitter at all. I did not even add any cream to it because I didn't want to add those calories in. I just used the like no calorie sugar that they have. I don't remember what kind they had, but that's all I used and it was very, very good. I enjoyed their coffee. So I will pop up what I got for breakfast, which was I forget what it was called, almond butter coconut porridge, something like that. It's one of their like summer specials, so I'm sure it's gonna change to something else soon, but it was delicious. Then went to Trader Joe's, got groceries for the week, definitely got more than what we need. So I'm hoping the next 2 weeks are very minimal as far as groceries are concerned. And then when I got back, hung out with Mark for a little bit. I did another indoor walk, which I should not have done. Like after 2 days of doing 2 walks, I don't know, it's because we're so far into 75 hard now that my legs are just super sore. So I'm like, no more doing back-to-back walks like that because I cannot handle it. So I did an indoor walk. I'll pop it up. I did go a little, I think I did 2.5 speed because it says, yeah, 24 minutes for my first mile, 21 minutes for my second. So, and then I did 46 minutes. I went a minute over. I wonder why I did that. I bet we were watching a show while I did that. So anyway, indoor walk done. And then for lunch, I tried to recreate what Kira actually got at Snooze for breakfast. But I only had a specific type of sourdough bread on hand. So it was a little thicker. And it was like a demi baguette, so it was like a little smaller. I'm looking forward to getting some like actual sourdough loaf so I could just make one big thing of this. So anyway, what it was is sourdough bread. And then it is, I was about to say ricotta. It's not ricotta. It is burrata. And then a pesto and roasted tomatoes and then drizzled with honey. So what I did is I baked the sourdough bread because it was frozen. I get my sourdough stuff from Wild Grain. So I baked my sourdough bread, but I didn't bake it all the way. I only did, I think it said 9 to 12 minutes and I baked it for 8 minutes. So then I took it out. I let it sit for a second. I cut into it. It was not baked all the way through, that's for sure. But once I cut into it, I put the burrata on it, the pesto on it, and then we only had like the flavor bomb tomatoes, so that's what I used. I cut those up, put those on it, and then I air fried that for several minutes until I could see that the tomatoes were, you know, like starting to get wrinkly and roasted. And then I pulled it out of the air fryer. Sorry, my arms are a little sore from this morning. I took it out of the air fryer and then I drizzled it with the honey and it was very, very good. The bread was definitely, I had to use like a fork and a knife. It's not like I could just pick it up and take a bite out of it. But like I said, I'm looking forward to recreating that again with like a normal sourdough loaf. So it was very, very good. The picture is a little messy, but I will pop it up so you guys can see that. But if you guys pick up those ingredients, try it. It was really delicious. And then for dinner, I had leftovers, but I did change it up a little bit. I had less of the pasta, and then I added in some zoodle, some spiralized zucchini. So I added that in there, but same sauce and Parmesan cheese. So that was Sunday, and then, oh wait, we're not done yet. Then Sunday night, went for a walk. We did not go all the way. We were like, no, we're tired. But we did keep a pretty good pace. So went for our nightly walk, went a little later. Yeah, 7:51 to 8:38, so that was a little later, but it's nice and cool in the evenings. So if we go, you know, obviously the later we go, the closer to 8 we go, it dips under 90 degrees, which is nice. If we still go when it's 7, the 7:30, 7:45, it's still like 90 something. So it's a little hot, but that ends out our week 6, our weekend. Get you caught up. It is Monday when I am filming this, but I don't think I'm gonna film today for week 7. I'm just taking pictures, and I'll just do a catch up on Tuesday and start fresh on Tuesday, because I'm just feeling, I don't know, I woke up feeling very tired and like I'm about to yawn again. I'm so tired. I'm trying to keep myself busy. This is the first time like I've like sat for a long period of time. So I'm like really feeling it. I'm like, oh gosh, I gotta get up. I'm trying to keep myself busy so I don't like fall asleep, but it's already, is it 2 yet? No, it's 1:30, so it's 1:30, but I'm tired today. I woke up not feeling good, and my tummy is still a little bit icky, but that's all right. I think I just did a little much this weekend, and I need some time to catch up with myself. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me. Week 6 checked off. We only have, I think, like 4.5-ish weeks, something like that, a little over 4.5 weeks, maybe 4 weeks and 5 days, I believe is what it is. So anyway, looking forward to finishing out this month of 75 hard. But if you guys enjoy coming along with me, give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you are new. I hope you're having a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next video or next week in week 7. You guys can see how I did another week down for 75 hard.